Hey, what's up guys, I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to talk about why the Brooklyn Nets will be good next year. Good and the Brooklyn Nets usually do not go together very well, but I mean, they're actually making moves in free agency, making trades, signing people, getting rid of people, getting salary dumped, doing things good for the organization, which is something new for the Nets. I understand, and if you're a Nets fan, don't take it personally. It's true, y'all used to suck, but I think y'all gonna be good next year. A potential playoff team, especially because of the conference y'all are in. So yeah, without further ado, without running on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna get into for this video is that they have fixed up their defense. And what I mean by that is last year they were ranked the 3rd worst defense in the entire league, but in the offseason they were able to make 2 very big additions to the team, for at least definitely for the defensive purposes, as they have added Kenneth Faried and Ed Davis. Both of these players are very good defenders and very good hustling players that are going to grab you rebounds, get you steals, block, pretty much do everything you need for a defensive player to do. And yes, they're not too good on offense, but they're able to fix up their defense, which the Nets desperately needed. And I think there are going to be 2 very solid players who help them out on the defensive end. And another player that they do have to help them on that defense is a second-year player, Jarrett Allen, who had a very good rookie season, as he was able to average 1.2 blocks per game and 5.4 rebounds per game, which is very important, especially that he got that in his rookie year. I mean, to have someone that can lock down the paint like Jarrett Allen can in only his rookie year, I mean, that is huge. And plus, when he get next year, he's probably going to be even better because he's going to develop even more. I think he's going to end up being one of the better centers in the league one day. I really do think that, and I'm not even a Brooklyn Nets fan. I really think that Jarrett Allen is going to be very good on defense. D'Angelo Russell, not a very good defender, but he's so young, he might develop a defensive game. You never know. So you never know about that. So yeah, they were able to patch up their defense. That can be my first reason for the video. But now my second reason is going to be their depth. Now this is something you could not say about the Nets last year. They did not have a very deep team. Spencer Dinwiddie was probably the only solid player off the bench last year. They really just had a very short-handed team, and then their starters weren't also not that good. But now, from the free agents that they have added, you can definitely say that they have a legitimate 9-man deep team, which not a lot of teams have. A lot of teams have about an 8 to 7-man deep team, and then it gets kind of iffy from there. But no, the Nets have a legit 9 deep team. Because look at this, their entire starting lineup are actual starters, like people that would start on other teams in the NBA. But now you look at their bench. They have players like Spencer Dinwiddie. He was a most improved player candidate last year. A very good player who has been able to pretty much resurrect his career, especially last year. They have Caris LeVert, a very solid 10-point per game scorer, can definitely get you around 15 points per game any given night. He can shoot the 3 very well. And then their newest player in Kenneth Faried is an extremely hard worker. He's gonna hustle all the time. He's just gonna work very hard. And even Ed Davis, he plays very good defense. And I mean, he can hustle, grab your rebounds. He can even score a little bit. So I mean, he's going to be another good addition to the team. And I really think this depth is going to go a very long way for the Brooklyn Nets next year. I mean, not many teams can sub out their entire starting lineup basically for another solid lineup to go in. They're going to be able to rest all their players, especially players like D'Angelo Russell, Jarrett Allen, and kind of like the 2 main pieces of the team right now. And then they're going to be able to build around that, as they're going to have some assets now that they can trade in the offseason, which they usually don't have. They usually have this one player that they can trade, but they don't want to trade for him because then they're not going to get enough in return. But now they're legitimately going to have people to trade and start improving that team. Plus they get their draft picks soon, so they're actually going to have their draft picks. But we're not even going to talk about how they lost those picks. I actually talked about in that video. If you want to go find it, it is somewhere on my channel. But now my third and final reason is going to be their offense will also improve. Basically, they're able to, in this offseason, were able to improve their defense, and now I'm getting into how their offense will improve. Last year, their offense was not as bad as their defense, but it was still pretty bad because, I mean, they were the 15th worst team in the league. It's not terrible, above the league average, but barely above the league average. I think they were the last team above it. So yeah, not that good. But when D'Angelo Russell is a healthy player, this dude can be a solid 15 to 20 point per game scorer any night. This dude is an excellent scorer, I think. And when he's young, that's pretty much all he can do. He doesn't play good defense. He passes the ball right, but I think he was meant in this league to be a shooting guard and a pure scorer. I think he's only a scorer, but I think he's very good at scoring. So I think if he can stay healthy over the entire season, he will be a great offensive piece for their team. And then another good scorer is Allen Crabbe. This dude is on the bench, but he can score off the bench. I mean, I think he's going to be a very good 10-point per game scorer off their bench and a very solid cornerstone for them. But then you even look at two more players off the bench, Spencer Dinwiddie and Caris LeVert. They're both off the bench who can give them about 20 points per game if they're given enough minutes. So, I mean, they're at least going to have a minimum of an average like 30 points per game off their bench just from three guys. And that is going to be very, very helpful for them to help them win games. Plus, to have a scorer like D'Lo, Jarrett Allen can score. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few more players, but a lot of players on their team can score, and I'm sure there will be a top 10 offense in the league next year, along with a kind of an average defense. So I think that can definitely make the playoffs, especially because I'm pretty sure they're in the East. So I think they can definitely clinch that A seed, and that playoff seed is something they have just been dreaming about for years. Ever since they made that trade for like a whole bunch of trash cans, like they gave up in their entire future for Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, just some trash play, like some washed up players. Not trash, but they were washed up at the time, so that's why they were so bad. But now they're finally improving, finally making offseason additions to help their team out, and I think they have a chance to make a playoff seed, and I think they will be good next year. So comment below, guys, end of the video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think they're going to be good? Do you think they're going to be trash again? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions below. Do you think they can make the playoffs? Comment all of that below. If you did like the video at any point, hit like button and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. I would literally love y'all so much if you did it. We're at 229 subscribers, one away from 230. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all for y'all literally blessing me every day. But since I had a blessed day, I want y'all to have a blessed day. So everyone have a blessed day. See you tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo.